Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about a cable box that is not responding to a remote control for that specific cable box. I'll specifically be going over some easy fixes that might actually work in this simplistic tutorial. Let's get right into this video tutorial, okay? So I have a cable box right here. I also have a remote control for that cable box. I'll be going over 5 things that you can try out to hopefully help you fix this problem. Now, these are simple fixes. They're obviously more complex things, but these are quick and easy, so you can try them out quickly, and hopefully one of them works for you because these are common solutions. Number 1, very simple, unplug the cable box, leave it unplugged for 1 to 2 minutes, and then plug it back in. What that will do is that will reset the cable box. It will restart the internals of the cable box, and honestly, that is a solution for many technological devices that are malfunctioning. Even fridges nowadays have little sort of like computers and motherboards in them, and essentially, if you have a problem with your fridge, if you unplug it and plug it back in, oftentimes it fixes the problem. It worked for me. It's that simple. So unplug it, leave it unplugged for 1 to 2 minutes, plug it back in. That's number 1. If that doesn't help you, I'll move on to number 2. Is it the right remote for the cable box? Is the remote that you're trying to use the right remote? Nowadays, we all have so many TVs in our houses. You know, the average house might have 3, 4, 5 TVs in it. Maybe not 5, but average probably is 2 to 3 TVs for sure in the average household with, kids that are a little bit older and stuff like that. And essentially, you have multiple remotes and multiple cable boxes. It's so easy to get them switched up, especially because you probably have the same cable box all throughout your house. So your remotes are probably all the same. Maybe the remotes are swapped. What I recommend is getting a different remote, trying out all the remotes that you have, trying to get them to work with the cable box. If that doesn't help you, I'll move on to number 3, which is to change the remote's batteries. I know you might be thinking, I just put batteries in my remote. Well, you know what? Maybe that's the case, but maybe the batteries are bad. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they were short-lived. Just change them, okay? And if it still doesn't work, then you can go put the old batteries back in, because then you can rule out the fact that it was dead batteries. So you don't have to necessarily waste the old batteries. If it doesn't help you out, if putting new batteries doesn't help you out, then just put the old batteries back in, because you've now sort of ruled out, and you've now ruled out that issue that it might be the batteries, and you know it's not the batteries, okay? I mean, it still could be, because you could have technically put in a second pair of dead batteries. So you might want to try with a couple sets of batteries, or with batteries that you know work for sure. But just experiment with it a little bit. See if that helps you out. If that doesn't help you, I'll move on to number 4, which is to make sure that there are no obstructions in front of the cable box or in front of the remote. So when you are trying to use the remote to control the cable box, you want to make sure there are no obstructions, okay? If you're going from far away and there's stuff in between, it might be a problem. Now, a lot of remote controls don't necessarily need to be, pointing towards the box. It depends on the remote. I don't know the term. I know some of them use infrared, and I believe infrared needs to have that vision to be able to control it. But there's another technology that doesn't need it. For instance, when I play my Nintendo Switch, the remote doesn't need to be facing the Switch. The Switch can be in a cupboard. I can use the controller anywhere, and it's still going to work. But when I point my TV remote at my TV, it needs to be facing the TV. So just always keep that in mind. Make sure there's no obstructions, okay? If that doesn't help you, you can try number 5, which is the last one, which is to try reprogramming the remote to the cable box. So you have a cable box, you have a remote. This is programmed to this. I can program this remote to a different cable box. Look up how to program or how to reprogram your remote or the cable box. And well, you're going to have to look it up for the remote. So look up how to program or reprogram your remote and then reprogram it to that cable box. See if that helps you out. And hopefully it does. Hopefully one of those things works for you. And if not, there are advanced things that you can try out, but those are simple fixes, and oftentimes they'll solve the problem. If you like this video tutorial, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.